So, going into the server, a little bit of background about what's happened. So, I did actually attempt to do some videos before I am doing this one. Unfortunately, the first video, which was a big shame because it was right at the very, very start of when I started playing this phase, and um, yeah, it didn't record. So I am back. We've got our regulars all online. With Wasabi Face down the bottom there. He's my mate. Um, Whoops. And so I'm just quickly going to say hello. Okay, so um, now that I've said my hellos to everyone, I will give you some background. We are playing as Australia, Wasabi Face and I. I am Prime Minister of Australia. I will probably pause a fair bit when I talk because I'm thinking about what to say. I have struggled in my previous recordings that actually failed to do two things at once. So we are Australia. I'm the Prime Minister. Everyone is my lackey. And this is our town hall. So what I was doing last time was we established this town hall. Well, I actually mean Wasabi Face established this town hall, and I just taken up residence in it. But I am in charge of building the farm, so let's go build the farm and keep the doors shut. So out here we have our communal area. We've got a few rules for any newbies that come along. We've got our own leather-clad zombies with shiny, sparkly pants. And basically what we have decided to do is have a communal area outside here which like anyone, so anyone who even like comes to visit us can come in and have a go at what we have here, like, you know, like we welcome anyone to anything that's left outside. It's like free game. We've got some tools and stuff like that over here if you want to steal some of our weapons and take our zombie flesh away if you want to. Any ores that we think that you, oh, aren't we generous? So anyway, yeah, we are open for the community. I think it's good to share. The amount of times that like I've gone walking around, I've been dying of starvation because I've gone and had a look at what else is around there, and they've like locked up everything. Um, so I've almost been on the verge of dying. So we've got communal items here. If you do come and visit, then please put back in. Feel free to give back to the country, and we're building a rail service here, which will go to the mines, which will be fantastic, so that you don't have to mission. I haven't actually gone and seen their mine yet because I've been too busy with my own farm. But in here we have our Australian community shed, which only Australian citizens can actually access. This is so that we can have our what are they called? Citizens be able to access all the resources that they actually need to share. So this is what I call the Smelterator 3000. I did get this idea from somewhere else. I did not actually come up with this myself. I'm not that genius. But basically you insert all your items to be smelterated there. You've got coal that drops into the furnaces here, and the items just evenly sort themselves out into which furnace they need to go into, and then it all pops out the bottom. Yay! And then you can go and store it. So we don't have a lot of goods. We're not a big what do you call it, a big sieve. Well, we're not even a sieve, but we're never really going to be that big. We don't have, you know, like 20 people as a part of our sieve. We sort of, if we do take any people on, it's for the purposes of being able to help them, train them, give them some tips and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, so it's just really Wasabi Face and I. We do have some other people with us at the moment who joined us when we started. But my my melon, my melon, My pumpkin patch is gone. Why is my pumpkin patch gone? Anyway, so we, like I said, just a small, meh, I planted you. Anyway, so you know, security is done by plot permissions. Basically, you have to have permissions to certain plots. I don't know how big they are. You'll have to look at it online. You'll have to give permissions to people so that they can access the plot. So at the moment, this particular plot here, if you just have a look on the bottom left, when it comes up, I think it's set to government only. There we go. So it's government only. So unless you're a member of the government, which means that unless you've been given access to the leader or advisors group within your city state, if it's set to government only, you will not be able to access anything. So if you're a part of a civ or a city state and a site is government only and you want access to it, then you will either have to work your way up the chain. Most people have a sort of chain of command. Or ask very nicely for permission, or get them to move whatever item they've got to put it somewhere where you can actually access it. Before we go to the farm, I'll just show you what else we have here. So what else do you need to know? You can start out on your own. You can set up a camp. I don't know if I'm going to show my other videos or not. Well, my very first one you're not going to be able to see, but these are camps. Down here, you can set up one of those. They've got like a few chests and all that kind of stuff inside that only you have permissions to, except if you leave the door open. I made that mistake on the very first time of playing this server. I had two people trying to be smart and take me on outside or inside my camp, but they couldn't get in because of the door shut, and I was like no from inside, and then I thought I'd be tricky and open up the door to give them a big slap in the face, and they came in and then took everything I had. So keep your doors to your camps shut. They can PvP you if you upgrade. They can PvP you on your premises, but they can't get into your camp or open anything from your camp if you keep the doors shut. So I'm just going to stash all this away. So that we can store it. Now I've just taken the beakers with me because with beakers, and so crappy at parkour, so with beakers, what you need to do ultimately once you get your town hall is insert beakers into this chest here. Now what it does is that you can research various techs. Now it starts off with everything being about 90 beakers, and then as you go up, it starts getting higher and higher and higher, like up to 520, and then 512, and then it goes up to like a 4,000 I think, and then the last one was like 13,000 beakers or whatever. So by that point you need to be really generating a lot of beakers. So at the moment we've got about 70 beakers to go until we complete pottery. 61 beakers to go. So make that a very nice announcement. And then once we get pottery, then we can do things like build a granary, and a granary is where you can turn the wheat and bread from the farm into hammers, and then you can put the hammers into quarries, and then the quarries give you redstone and lapis, and redstone and lapis can be used in the lab to get beakers, and then beakers can be put in to give you more research, and then excellent. And you upgrade as well. So like when you research and all that kind of stuff, your town upgrades, and also when you use your granary, your town upgrades. It's one of the big questions that we have is how do I upgrade my town? Well, you need to research and build things in your town, and then we're all good. So Sabuface has a plan. He's going to complete the research for the granary, and then we're going to be able to build a few, and then I'm going to have to get cracking on the farm because we just have not produced enough stuff on the farm. So what I've done is I've just sort of plotted out my what's it called, what's it called? My farm. And I need to, I've actually gone and foolishly built it right on the edge of our culture. Now, if you have a look at the map, which I'll leave a description in the description below, sorry, you will see that there's like colored lines around each city state or each town hall. And basically, you can only build within your culture. And I've gone and built my farm right on the very edge, which means that I can't expand it outwards until we grow. So we'll hopefully be able to grow soon. So we'll see here, this is my farm underground. You've got to give it plenty of light. This is just the bottom of it. I'm beginning to build the second level. So you can build your farm just like single layers up on the surface. It sort of works the same way as normal farms. You have to have water, which are under these things here, and it has to have enough light for it to grow. But what they've done with these particular farms, because you can only within CivCraft grow food on these farms, they won't work unless you're growing watermelons or pumpkins. It won't work elsewhere. So you have to use these farms, which you build from within your chest. So if I just show you with my chest, so this is my backpack. Actually, it's called a backpack. So if anyone says in your backpack, this is it. So under build structure, these are all the items that we can build, and we can't build a lot of them because we need the technology, and we need to basically throw a lot of beakers in there. So at the moment we can build, we'll start at the top. We've got a camp. I can build a camp. I don't have a camp, so I can build a camp. Then we've got a town hall, but I don't have a camp, so I can't build a town hall. But I don't need one because I've joined Wasabi Face's town hall, and he so very kindly made me Prime Minister. And then we've got the trommel, which is the machine at the top that I showed you where I took all the resources out of. So we could build one of those. You can always build one of those once you build a town hall. You'll see here that it's got hammers required 40, so that's how many hammers you need to build the trommel in the first place. So always good to make sure that you have some of those on hand. And then you've got upkeep, and upkeeps of 500 coins, and that's daily. You have to pay your bills, I want to say daily. If you don't, you get like 3 late notices. If you don't pay your bills for, I think it's like up to a week or something like that, then you get booted, and you revert back to, like, if you're a civ, you revert back to a city state. And I don't know what happens if you're a city state. I think you just disappear, and you might be able to keep your camp or something like that. But yeah, always keep on your bills, and always build within your means. It's kind of like credit in real life, you know. You don't borrow beyond what you can afford. Not like me in real life. But anyway, 500. And then we can build a farm, which I have done, and we can also build a lab, which Wasabi Face has done, and that required 390 hammers, so that took a while. But now when we get all the bread from the farm, then we're going to be able to build, where are you, a granary, which requires pottery tech, which we're finishing research, and then we're going to be able to generate hammers once we put some bread in there. So this is the first level. The point of me showing you all this and giving you that explanation, woo, is that there's some cool thing, I don't know, I want to call it a glitch, but it's probably not, where you can build above your farm as high as you can go, and everything up above that, all the dirt above that, becomes a farm too. So you can't build next to it, and you can't just, like, you know, put dirt around it. It's not going to work. And then yeah, and so you can basically get like heaps and heaps and heaps and heaps and heaps more stuff out of it. I've put some hoppers down here, so what will happen eventually is I'm going to have like an automatic farm system where water will push all the wheat off, and they'll get collected here in the hoppers, and then I don't have to, you know, click on it and sow it and click and sow, which is kind of what I have to do at the moment. So I'll cut a lot of that out of the video if I have to do that. But yes, that's basically it for the farms. So very boring, but I'm going to get cracking. I'll show you what I've done at the top. So this is the mistake of building from the bottom, and I'm pretty sure that people that have been playing this a lot longer than me will have known this, and that's probably just why they built on the server. But you have to mine all this stuff away, and I thought, that's fine because you know what, like we're gonna have to put resources into the trommel. So I thought that's fine. I can like mine it, and it'll be good. But it's taking forever. So don't mind my dogs if you can hear that. So anyway, it's just a lot of little work that I have to do. What else you need to know about farms? You have to have water. Obviously, I said that. But I'll show you when I get to the top. So here I've got three across actually, and then a ditch here, and that's where my water's going to go because water can't actually be more than 4 blocks away from the source, or it's going to die. Well, the plants will actually not get any sustenance. It can't be under, as you all Minecrafters would know. So you have to go like 4 blocks, and then under the for the 5th block you do a little rut, a little gutter, and then you put water in it, and that then feeds that part of the farm. So anyway, so I've only got like 2 levels, and I need to get the rest going. So where's my exit? I thought I had a door here. Here you go. So what I decided to do was I was like, oh yeah, I'll just clear out this level. It'll all be fine. And then I realized if I encounter like some lava or something like that, then it's all going to drop down here and cause like lots of havoc because I want to start growing as much as I can as soon as possible. So then I was like, well, I need to clear a whole bunch first, and then, whoop, and then, where am I? And then I can build a couple of levels of farm, and then I'll be able to go up further. So I mined up, and now I've got all this to mine away, and I keep on breaking my damn pickaxe. I know you don't mind with a hammer. I'm not a noob much. Anyways, so I'm just gonna finish mining this. I wonder if somebody has actually come in and mined a little bit for me. I don't think so. I don't remember doing that. Anyway, okay, so I'm going to have to really get cracking because if Wasabi Face finishes the granary and I don't have bread to give him, I'm going to be in trouble. So I'm just going to mine, and then I'll come back to you once I've finished mining, or at least done a bit more mining. Okay. Okay guys, so I'm back. We've made a fair bit of headway on the mine part of our farming. Does that make sense? So I thought that I would just jump back in and just sort of finish up maybe this chapter. I'm not sure. Basically, I'm down to 4 beakers until we have researched enough tech to get a granary or a granary. They call it a granary. I'm from Australia, and I would call it a granary if you're going to spell it that way. So I was hoping to get a hold of that granite, but I just fell down the hole. So what I wanted to do was just get all that granite and then take that back to the trommel, and then hopefully it will produce another 4 hammers, because that's all I need. 4 beakers. No, what am I saying? Yes, 4 beakers. I need 4 beakers. Oh my god, 4 beakers, and then I can build a granary, whatever-y, and yeah, and that would be freaking awesome. So okay guys, I'm back, and look what I've got. I've got 8 beakers, so that's plenty to finally research for a granary. So come on. So here, okay, so pottery. Pottery is the tech that we are researching. I only require 4 beakers, so let's put half of those in there. Then, woo-hoo! There we go. So the next piece of tech that we probably want to research would be, I would like to do animal husbandry, because then we can get a pasture. But I think the next tech that we would want to go for might be mining. I think maybe mining, so that we can get a quarry. I'm just going to quickly check the wiki. So masonry gives us the quarry, and the quarry gives us redstone and lapis, depending on the environment, or maybe even coins, depending on the environment that you put it in. So the other thing is that writing, or symbolism, which is symbolism. There, we did language, so now we need symbolism, and that will actually give us writing, which gives us a library, and then the library gives us a cottage. But I think that we want a pasture, so we want animal husbandry next. I think I'm just going to mining gives us a bank. Mining, hunting, no, mining, hunting, mining, nope, hunting. Okay, hunting it is. I'll just get rid of that and do, please research hunting chickens. Double schmally. Okay, so yeah, so now we have to go back and finish up mining. So I'm just going to stick you in here. I don't need you anymore. What else is in here? Oh, take you and okay. So I'm going to go back to mining. Oh, actually, I'm going to build a granary. I'm going to build a granary. Granary. I need 90 hammers. So I'm going to steal some hammers. Okay, so I did go to build the granary, and I have to claim another chunk that's in the wilderness. So I'd have to go find that chunk, which is 263. 205, 263. I have no idea where that is. It's easier if I am on the surface, but I CBF going all the way back up the top. So chunk, where's my chunks? 204, 263, 204, 263. I need 205, 263. So I'm just going to dig my way over to 205, 263, 205. Ooh, hello you. Take you. Thank you. Oh, so close. So close. Tricky little Scheisenhauses. Okay. Protect. Oh, what the hell? No. Protect. Protect the diamonds. Okay, so should we safe? Yes. And I wonder. I I wonder how far down the lava goes. Ah! Thank you. Lucky. Lucky, lucky, lucky. Okay, so have I found the chunk yet? No. Still looking for 205. 205. 2 more coal. Okay, so this is 205 here. You can see because it actually popped up saying that I'm now in the wilderness. So we haven't actually claimed this as ours. It says wilderness PvP, which means that if I come across a stranger while I'm in the wilderness and they decided to take me on, which would not be that hard to do. So like, you know, you'd be a complete another chicken to try and take me on because, you know, pick on a poor defenseless woman. Then yeah, then they could take me on and pretty much win because I'm crap at PvP. I haven't played a lot of PvP. People have asked me like, you know, oh, it's for fun, let's just go punch each other up, and basically I don't see the benefit in doing that. Cool. Okay, so I'm just going to claim this, and to claim this I do a town claim. This actually then sets it to the town, and I'm sure that there is an easier way to do it, but I'm just going to set my permissions. And what we do is we have, oh, I see I've been added to the politicians group. Cool. I'm just going to add the politicians group, and I'm going to add myself as a prime minister because I am the prime minister. So now I should be able to make my granary. I wonder why it always wants to build it. It's just slightly off that chunk. It just feels like it's so not in the right chunk. I don't know. It seems a bit close also. Maybe it shouldn't be so close. I just don't... I want it to be close though, because when I expand, I'm actually going to expand out that way. Oh, I lost my preview. And I don't want it to be too far into town because then it's going to restrict how many buildings we can have. Oh, that's moved it over a little bit more. Is that in line now with that chunk? Is that in line? That's kind of a little bit annoying that it doesn't quite line up. I don't know how to get it to line up. Anyway, that's good enough for me. Yes. No. 205, 262. 205, 263. Oh crap, which way is 262? Oh, I found a hammer. 264. Okay, so 262 is this way. 205, 262. Sorry, I'm just looking up on the map. Let me go find it. 205. 205. 262, which is 368. 36. What? 3268. 3268. 5, 6, 7, 8. 4, 2. 4188. Down there. Do you know what? I actually think I want to build it on the other side. Or do I want to build it up? do it on the other side. I'm gonna do it on the other side. Okay, so I have decided, stuff it. We can move. We can move it if we need to. Fudge. What do I have? Nope. I need more coin. This is, guys, where it gets, like, quite expensive, you know, like when you claim plots, it all costs money and stuff, and the more you claim, the more expensive it all gets. So what can I sell? I've got some diamonds. I don't really want to sell my diamonds because I need you for pickaxes. I have a little bit of gold and some iron, but I need the iron, but I guess that can fall. I can get more iron from up top. Okay, so to sell through the res exchange, it's res exchange, and then the ore. So what am I selling? Gold, and then the number of bars that you've got. So I've got 240 coins now, which means that I've got my 1,000, but I don't understand why that chunk is not aligned. Let me have another look at something else. Gonna have to go north. Okay, so that plot claim didn't work very well for me. Just with the placement of where everything is, it's just not quite where I want it to be. So I'm going to oh, that's really funny. Walked into fire whilst fighting a spider. I want to place it at a plot that I've actually claimed earlier, because then I don't have to spend the money, but I need to just locate that plot, which I think is over here.